Okay, hi ladies, it's Maggie here again. What I'm here to show you today is a captured fairy in a jar. I'm going to show you how I do mine. This one was the first ever one I did, and I did do a tutorial on it, and it went AWOL on the computer, and we can't find it, so that's lost. But it's very simple what I did. Yeah, you can see inside. I left lots of the stones loose inside so that it's constantly changing every time you pick it up. And then there's all sorts in there. There's a butterfly. There's a last little shoe, sandal at the side there, you see? And the outside of the jar is alcohol inked. It's just with red and gold dabbed on all the way around, and it's very hard wearing. The inside of it has paper, which I'll show you now in the tutorial how I get that in there. The base has some shiny paper. It's to look the effect of water in this one. And that's about it. She's sitting on a little seashell, can you see that? Yeah. And then this just a little bubble shell that I got from Jar, and it just finishes off the edge of the jar. And then just a little dangle charm there, the edge. And then on the top what I did was I dangled some, I wanted it to look like she was sort of like in a little cave. So what I did was I dangled some pearlescent beads and some green ferny swirls to make it look like it was inside a cave. And it goes on there. And then when you see her, she's surrounded by all the little floating, hangy, dangly things. And here's the top, just another little swirl here. These are all die cut on the silhouette and then inked and embossed with beauty, which I love. This is a little handmade flower, a little plastic, or not plastic, resin flower, white pearl and little head pin. This is a skeleton leaf that I have inked on. You can't really make out the ink on it, but it's script. And then I put some beauty over, and it gives a lovely, it's like, it's translucent, but it's so glittery. I don't know if the camera picks up, it's very, very glittery. And then this little handmade butterfly of mine, again cut out on the silhouette and inked. And that's my first captured fairy. Now, the one I did for the swap with Tracy, it too went, the two videos were together and they both went missing, so I don't have that either. But it was twice the size of this jar. I got very adventurous and I did a big one, big Nutella jar, and I added wings and everything to the outside. It was nice, but unfortunately there's no video to go with it. So anyway, here's the video for this one. So this jar, I'm just using small, this is like a small jam jar. And that's the lid. Don't even bother taking off the sticky bits that are left from the stickers, because everything will be covered up. So what you need then to start is, you obviously, you don't have to line the jar inside, but I like it done inside. And on this one I won't be inking the outside of the jar, I'll be using paper on this one. So what I did was, this is just to get a rough measurement because the inside of the jar is different measurement. So what I did is I went around to where I think I want to be able to see. So I think that, and I'm leaving myself this gap to see in through. So that measures 6 inches. So I'm going to take an inch off that, because when it sits into the jar, it's narrower again inside the jar. So I cut this piece 2 inches by 5 inches around, and that's what this piece measures, 2 by 5, and that is going to be for the outside. No, actually this is 2 by 6 and this is for the outside. And then the one for the inside still measures 2, but I cut the inch off it, so it's only 5 inches, and it's going to sit in like this so that you can see the print inside. This is what it would look like if you didn't decorate the outside, which you don't have to, but I'm going to decorate with paper and then some embellishments around it. Okay, so that's what you need to start. You need to measure your jar, cut your 2 pieces of paper. And for the start of mine, I have these beads, and I had an idea to make it, to make it look like a wall or a fence around the outside. So she's a fairy and she's going to have a pink wall. Now also what I did to the back of these 2 pieces of paper was I added some double-sided tape just to help it adhere inside the glass. But there will be extra glue added later on for other embellishments, and that'll keep it a hold in there. Hey Emily. I didn't think this through. I'm talking to the camera, Emily, look. Showing all the lovely girls, ladies, how to make the captured fairies. This is a very boring part, so I might just switch off and come back to you in a little while when I have more of the beads in. You literally just, I've left some loose and I've glued some in. It's just to make a bed for the bottom base. So you want to head off, and I'll come back when I've finished all the glue. You can take the jar and over there, honey, come away from the glue gun. Yeah, so that's what it looks like then inside with the little beads. Okay, and then I didn't cut paper for the bottom of this because I'm just going to have all jewels. For a start, I want to just put a few blobs in and not be particular about where the first few go. I'm trying some small ones. This is a very boring part, so I might just switch off and come back to you in a little while when I have more of the beads in. You literally just, I've left some loose and I've glued some in. It's just to make a bed for the bottom base. So you want to head off, and I'll come back when I've finished all the glue.